Hello children, we are going to start with chapter number 2 of your NCERT textbook, that is Nutrition in Animals. Till now we have studied about the nutrition in plants. I am going to introduce about the nutrition in animals in this chapter. Then we'll talk about the food habits of different animals. We'll talk about the main topic, that is digestion in human beings, the steps involved in digestion of human beings. Then we'll talk about grass eating animals. You must have heard about grass eating animals like cow, buffalo. Then there is one special topic, that is nutrition in amoeba. Let me tell you, amoeba is a microscopic organism, and we'll talk about the way it takes up its food. And at the end of the chapter, we will recapitulate or summarize the whole topic through a concept map so that you can remember it for a longer time. So children, let us begin the topic now. I hope you will enjoy this topic like you enjoyed the previous one.
Yummy! This food tastes so good.
Do you know what happens to the food that goes inside your body?
Yes, I want to know.
Yes, sure. Our body has huge network of various glands and organs which absorbs the essential nutrients from the food and discards the unimportant part.
This seems to be very interesting.
Are you interested to know more about the digestion mechanism?
Yes.
So children, today we are going to start a lesson, that is nutrition in animals, where you will come to know how our body digests the food we eat and how the unwanted particles are removed from our body. Children, as you know, animals get their food from plants either directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants or animals. As you can see here, that cow is dependent on grass. Lion is dependent on the flesh of the other creature or other animal which eats plant. As you know, different organisms have different eating habits. Like goat and rabbit feed on grass, shark and tiger feed on other animals and get their nutrition. Children, let us discuss about food. Children, as you know, food is a nutritious substance that contains many compounds required by our body, basically to nourish it. From that food only we get carbohydrates, which nourishes our body. These carbohydrates are complex food components. They are broken down into simpler substances by our body. This breaking down of complex component of carbohydrate into simpler one is called as digestion of food. As you can see, food not only contain carbohydrate but along with it fats and protein, which is also essential for our body. Our body has a tendency to break down these essential components into simple components so that our body can digest it. So the question arises, what are the sources of these nutritious food items? All animals, including human beings, cannot produce their own food. They depend on vegetable, spices, cereals, meat, etc. for their food. Hence, human beings and other animals get their food from plants directly or indirectly. So that was the source. And what do we get from source? We get food. So we should know what is the importance of food for living organisms. We living organisms require food for the following things. It is basically required for the growth of our body and our body parts. When we are young, let's say small child, where our body parts are growing, our height is increasing, our bones are elongating. So for that, we require food. Sometimes our tissue get ruptured or there is a cut on the body. If we are eating food, that food provide those tissue a strength to repair our body. Then the maintenance of the temperature. Suppose it's a summer time. You can imagine your body must be sweating, right? So when the temperature is high, the body sweats so that to cool down the temperature of the body. If it is a winter, our body shivers. That means it vibrates. When it vibrates, the body generates heat. Last one is getting energy for functioning of body and body parts. Imagine you haven't had food for 2 days. Will you be able to play? Will you be able to go outside? Or will you be able to run? No. Our body requires energy, and the main source of that energy is food.
Have you ever wondered why do we eat food? There are many answers to this. Food helps the body to satisfy the reflex called hunger. Excess fat in food is stored in the adipose tissue that can be utilized at some other point of time when food is not available. Food provides energy for basic muscular activities and also provides necessary warmth to the body for the maintenance of body temperature. So, by eating healthy and exercising, you can enjoy life.
The components of food which provides nutrition to our body includes vegetables, milk, fruits, meat, oil, and cereals.
Any nourishing substance that is consumed to produce energy in order to sustain life is called food. Food contains some important components needed by our body that are called nutrients. The process by which organisms obtain food and use it for their growth, metabolism, and repair is known as nutrition. The nutrients present in food are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water, and roughage. Carbohydrates are energy-giving food and serve as an instant source of energy. Carbohydrate-rich food are rice, sugar, potato, wheat, etc. Fats are important and energy-rich food. They generate more heat per gram in comparison to carbohydrates. Some of the fat-rich food are butter, cream, vegetable oils, fat of meat, etc. Protein builds, maintains, repair and replaces the body tissues. Body uses the protein we eat to make lots of specialized protein molecules. These protein molecules play a role in the development of intracellular structures like cell membranes, mitochondria, or endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, and organs such as muscles, skin, etc. Therefore, they are also called bodybuilding food. Many foods contain protein, but the best sources are milk, meat, pulses, eggs, etc. Vitamins and minerals are required in a very small amount in the body. Maintain the function of the body and therefore their absence results in deficiency diseases. Hence, they are also called protective food. There are different kinds of vitamins such as vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, and vitamin B complex. Sources of all types of vitamins and minerals are fruits, vegetables, egg, milk, etc. About 2/3 of our body weight is water. It acts as a solvent in the body and helps in the formation of digestive juice. Water also helps in the transportation of the digested food and oxygen in the body. Water is the major constituent of blood, and blood plasma constitutes 90% of water. Roughage is the undigested portion of the food. It enables the food to move easily through the intestine and relieve constipation. The fruits, vegetables, and outer seed coats are the sources of roughage. Thus, food is required for growth, repair, and vital processes of life, which makes our body and mind healthy.
Children, now let's talk about feeding habits in different animals. You know that the mode of taking food into the body varies from organism to organism. Let's say bees and hummingbird sucks nectar from the flower. Some aquatic animals obtain their food from the surrounding waters. Snakes, like python, swallow the animals as their food. In case of starfish, it feeds on animals covered by hard shells of calcium carbonate. After opening the shell, it pops out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft animal inside the shell. The stomach then goes back into the body and the food is slowly digested. Children, this was it for today's session. I hope you must have enjoyed it. Thank you.